وَأَنْفِقُوا مِمَّا جَعَلَكُمْ مُسْتَخْلَفِينَ فِيهِ. Spend out of whatever Allah has left you behind with. If I was leaving the house, I had to go get gas in my car, and I left my 2 sons in the house, and I said, boys, you take care of the house, make sure you don't let anybody else in, make sure you do this, that, I give some instructions, and I leave. Now, these boys have basically, for those 20 minutes, they have complete control over this house. If they burn it down, or when I come back I don't recognize my address anymore, that's all up to them. I've trusted them. I don't have any security cameras or anything. I have left them behind to their devices, whatever they do with it. Sometimes it's not just leaving to your own devices. Sometimes somebody gives you something. Somebody says, hey, I'm traveling, can you keep my car? Just take care of my car for me. And they give you the car. Now the keys are with you. You can drive it, you can do whatever you want with it. You've been left behind with this car doing whatever you want. Allah says, I want you to spend out of anything that I have given you and left you in charge of. Now what has He given me and left me in charge of? He gave me a tongue. He gave me eyes. He gave me this body. He didn't just give me wealth. He gave me a mind. He gave me time. He gave me so much. And He's asking out of all of that, I want you to give me back. If He's given you energy, He wants your energy. If He's given you talent, He wants your talent. If He's given you intellect, He wants you to use your intellect. You use your sharp mind. Spend out of what Allah has given you. Give it to Him. Some of you, mashallah, men and women, have very sharp tongues, for example. If somebody says something to you, you can say something nuclear in response and silence them for generations. You know how to do it. The words come rushing from your gut, up your throat, out of your mouth. They're ready to come out. And you say to yourself, my anger and my response, I'm going to swallow it. I'm going to give this as a loan to Allah. Allah promises He'll give me more in return. I'm loaning my anger over. I don't want it now. When impulses come in this Ramadan, what does Allah do? Allah teaches us this entire concept. Delayed gratification. When fasting begins, and by the time fasting ends, you and I are going to feel hunger. We're going to feel thirst. As a matter of fact, our Messenger ﷺ even told us that fasting extends beyond food and drink and intimacy. Our tongues are fasting. Our eyes are fasting. Our ears are fasting. Our limbs are fasting. Why? In that time, in those hours, I've decided that I'm going to be extra cautious. I'm going to be more aware of what my eyes fall on. I'm going to be more aware of what comes out of my mouth. The people that are annoying to you before Ramadan are still annoying to you during Ramadan. The things that agitate you, the things that you're drawn to, like you like to waste your time with them, entertainment. Some people lose themselves in entertainment for hours and hours. Some people lose themselves in social media for sun goes up and down, they're scrolling screens. That's what they're doing. Whatever that is, in Ramadan it's not going to go away. You start thinking, oh no, that's shaitan. And shaitan is chained. So as soon as Ramadan starts, وَتَكُونُوا مِن بَعْدِهِ قَوْمًا صَالِحِينَ. After shaitan is gone, you're going to be good. You're great. No, it doesn't work that way. He's done pretty good training for 11 months. And now you're on your own, and you're still conditioned to do what he's been conditioning you to do. This month is actually a time for us to understand what it means to give Allah alone. What it means to give up before Allah. The idea of alone is Allah Azza wa Jal is promising, guaranteeing that He's going to give you back. Just like He says, okay, why don't you hold off on eating and drinking? Why don't you hold off on intimacy? Hold off on it for these hours, for me. And Allah promises you, guarantees you rewards and benefits. And those rewards and benefits are not on the iftar table. There are much more rewards and benefits than what's sitting at the table. What you're getting out of this month is so valuable that it's actually going to be the only thing of value when we come in front of Allah. What is actually valuable? In this life, money is valuable. House is valuable. Clothes are valuable. Jewelry is valuable. These things are valuable. Health is valuable. Your body is valuable. Good food is valuable. These are things that we value in life. You wouldn't want to wear dirty clothes. You wouldn't want to live in a bad neighborhood or in an ugly house. You want to be in a place that has more value because you value yourself. But a day is coming where none of this has any value. إِذَا الْعِشَارُ عُطِّلَتْ. When people used to work their entire life in the Arabian desert, one day I can buy a camel. These young men today, like they have a poster of a Ferrari or a Mercedes in their room, like one day, yeah. If they had posters back then, it would have been a camel poster. Yeah, that's going to be my, it's going to be awesome. And then Allah says judgment day comes and it has no value. It's gone. What's the only thing that matters on that day? إِلَّا مَنْ أَتَى اللَّهَ بِقَلْبٍ سَلِيمٍ. The only exception is the one who comes before Allah with a sound heart. What do you get out of Ramadan? What do you get out of giving Allah alone? What does He give you? He gives you a sound heart. He gives you and me taqwa in our hearts. He gives us tranquility and peace in our hearts. And when we can have that, there is nothing more valuable. You can lose everything else. This is overpowering everything else, every other loss. No loss is any more a loss than this, gaining our hearts back. That's what we're struggling to do this Ramadan.